All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to episode 139 of Psycho's Platters. This one's going to be a review episode, always powered by coffee. I decided in this particular video that I was going to end up doing two different recordings to review, and I know that, yes, this is beginning to maybe sound like a commercial sometimes, but if it's one thing that I have always stressed is that when I like certain music things, I'm going to crow about it. I'm going to tell you guys about it in my honest opinion. And that's all it is it's an honest opinion. So both of these releases happen to be from that fine label out of England, 7A Records. If you don't know what 7A Records is, 7A Records is monkey related. Yes, a lot of people know I am one of the biggest Monkees fans in the VC. Okay? So, two things I want to talk about today. One of them was a release, of course, from last year. Alright, from late last year. I happened to get it. I was very honored, actually, to end up winning one of these in a contest. The first Bobby Hart solo album, autographed personally to me from Bobby Hart. Now, this one here, like I said, it's got... we'll get to this in a second. I want to give a little bit of brief history on Bobby Hart for some of you people out there that don't know what we're talking about here. Because Bobby Hart had a history before he landed in the Monkey universe, and then he had a history after he landed in the Monkey universe. But Bobby Hart, you know, he was half of the songwriting duo Boyce and Hart, as in Tommy Boyce and Bobby Hart. And they met in 1959, and Tommy played guitar on Hart's 1960 single Girl in the Window, which flopped, but it was the first time Bobby Hart used that name on a record. The duo would write songs for Chubby Checker, Jay and the Americans, Paul Revere and the Raiders, The Leaves, and others. They also wrote the theme song to the soap opera Days of Our Lives, and also Bobby Hart co-wrote the Little Anthony and the Imperials' 1965 song Hurt So Bad, which of course was later covered by Linda Ronstadt in 1980 and others as well. Late 1965, Boyce and Hart wrote, produced, and performed the soundtrack to the Monkees pilot episode. Now, when the show was cast, they removed the lead vocals off of that pilot episode. Boyce and Hart also have songs on all of the original Cold Gem album releases except for the Monkees' Head movie soundtrack. Also, Boyce and Hart did 3 albums for the A&M label from 1967 to 69. If you don't have those, go get those. I gotta confess, I've only have one of them. I'm trying to find the other 2. I think I got Test Patterns is what I have. But my favorite song, of course, is I Wonder What She's Doing Tonight. I've always loved that song. That's like pop gold to me. They also did soundtracks for 2 Matt Helm films and did cameos on the TV shows The Flying Nun and I Dream of Jeannie. The partnership temporarily ended in 1971. In 1975, though, Boyce and Hart got together with, of course, Micky Dolenz and Davy Jones and did Dolenz, Jones, Boyce and Hart. From 1975. In 1976, they put out an album on Capitol Records, and in early 1977, that particular partnership ended. I'm told, though, now 7A, here's something I got to ask you about, honestly. I'm told that they had a TV special in 1976 called Great Golden Hits of the Monkey Show. Is there any possibility of getting that released? That'd be kind of curious. I don't think I saw it back in '76. I've seen, of course, the Dolenz, Jones, Boyce, Hart Dinah Shore TV show appearance, okay? And I saw the I've Got a Feeling promo video, but I didn't know anything about this TV special. It was a syndicated TV special back in '76. And while I'm on this topic, here's another one for you. What's the chance of 7A being able to get a hold of Tommy Boyce's 1973 solo album that he recorded under the alias Christopher Cloud? I've never heard it. that would be another one to think about. But I digress. So we go to late 1979, where Bobby goes off and his band, late 79, early 80, record the first Bobby Hart solo album, which is what this is. This was only available in a handful of European countries in 1980. I want to say Germany, Italy, and the Netherlands. It was mainly recorded. It was released there, and it didn't. It kind of died on the vine. It's kind of sad in a way. The lineup in the band for this particular release, other than Bobby, of course, included Larry Taylor. Now, I don't know if that name sounds familiar to you, but if it does, that's cool. If not, he happened to be the bass player in Canned Heat. He also worked with John Mayall, Tom Waits, was on some Monkey sessions as well, and other people. Vince Magna, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Actually, in the 1960s, he played with Teddy Randazzo. I hope I'm getting that one right. Voice and Hart and jazz great Herb Ellis. Teddy Randazzo ends up on here as well, because they end up doing Hurt So Bad, which him and his writing partner Bobby Weinstein were the other two co-writers besides Bobby Hart to end up on that song. So Teddy ends up on here too, I think playing keyboards, if I remember correctly on this. So this one here, I'm going to tell you something. On first listen, and I've heard this 3 times so far, I was very surprised. I did not expect to hear the sound I heard on this. I was actually, I'm thinking mentality poppy, right? No. As I read the liner notes on this thing, when he was, shortly before he recorded this, he got albums from Johnny Guitar Watson and a handful of others, and he ended up going into this R&B vein. I want to say even soul, if you want to think about this. Truthfully, what this sounds like to me, I don't want to... I hope I'm not... Bobby, if you're watching this, please don't take this as an insult. I'm thinking more along the lines of you were trying to do the styles of, okay, like a white Barry White or Teddy Pendergrass? Am I wrong on this? Because that's what this sounds like to me. And I liked it. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I dug it. Now, like I said, I've listened 3 listens. I actually have dug this CD. This thing is actually really cool. But that's the sounds I'm getting out of this. And it would have fit perfectly into that late 70s time mode of R&B. I mean, I just thoroughly enjoyed this thing, out of all honesty. The original run had 7 songs on it, okay? My favorites on here, Funky Karma, I'm on Fire, and their version of Hurt So Bad. Seriously, they're like the 3 favorites on here. But I do have to tell you something else. There's 3 unreleased that were leftover recordings. Bobby personally, him and his band, did this on purpose to have stuff to choose from. And track 8 on here, because there's 10 tracks on this, You Can't See Thunder. Now, I don't know if it's just, my ears playing tricks on me, but parts of that song sound like Disco Inferno from the Tramps. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but that's what it sounded like to me, and I like that. That's cool, But, so this CD, currently right now, available, best way to get this, deepdiscount.com, you're looking at maybe $14 and shipping, okay, to get this thing. I would recommend it, out of all honesty. Now, if Bobby's listening to this, and 7A, of course, will be hopefully listening to this, Bobby put out his autobiography. What was it? Late 2015, early 2016, okay? And I'm glad, because I haven't got it yet, and I'm hoping to. This is the only album that he ever did. He did, I think, a couple singles in the early 80s after this. But after that, how about this? Is there a way we can coax Bobby into maybe doing a new EP of material? I honestly think that, in 2016, we'd like to hear it, no matter what style he did. He did backing vocals on 1 or 2 of the new Monkees album, Good Times. I heard that. He's still got the pipes. You know, Bobby, let's hear like at least a new EP worth. I think we would love to hear that in 2016, 2017. I mean, that'd be a welcome to our ears, sir. I'm very glad that you've done the music you've done, and this also shows for it. So like I said, you will be pleasantly surprised by hearing this. It's in an R&B vein, and I think you're going to get a kick out of it. So that's the first thing. So I do give it a thumbs up review. 3.5 to 4 stars out of 5. Seriously on this. Now, the other thing that I really got a kick out of. That's right. The new Micky Dolenz, Christian Nesmith, Circa Link EP. This was recorded in August 2015. Just came out about 2 weeks back. Finally got my copy on this thing. 500 copies worldwide. I'm going to show you here. On, of course, that lovely 7A Custom A sleeve. But it's on translucent purple. I know maybe you can't see it, but it's beautiful. I'm going to tell you, I met, like I said, I met Micky years and years ago. I met Christian, though, on that 2013 Monkees tour. And he got me turned on to, his site with the Circa Link and everything. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I like the way this went. Okay, still my favorites is the Porpoise Song segued into Good Morning, which is Beatles' 1967 Sgt. Pepper song. I like the way that went. That was real good. Side B, of course, Crying in the Rain, if I remember correctly, Everly Brothers. It's an Everly Brothers cover. And, yeah, even though it's, sorry about this, even though it's, okay, Greenfield King. Norman Greenfield and Carole King wrote the tune, okay? But I want to say, I thought I heard it, Everly Brothers did it first. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Normally I'm more into the research, but I've been very hectically busy today. And, of course, a very quick version of Randy Scout's Kid. Here's the front. Here's the back. Here's the problem, I'm going to tell you. Even though I'm reviewing this and I give this a 4-star release, obviously, trying to get this, good luck. I'm led to believe, according to 7A, that the 500 copies have been sold. DeepDiscount.com does not have it. Amazon doesn't have it. I checked. Now, it says temporarily out of stock on Amazon. I don't know if that means somehow they're going to secure a small batch of this later. I would also say go check eBay. Okay, I don't know how much the prices are going to be on this thing. I went through DeepDiscount.com and got a real decent deal on this. And so I would suggest, please grab this if you're a Monkees fan or a Micky Dolenz fan. Micky Dolenz, his voice never lets me down. I have not come across a crappy Micky Dolenz. There isn't one. There isn't one. I'm going to tell you right now. If it's all right with 7A, I'm going to mention that the next project that I know to my knowledge, they're going to put out a CD release of the Micky Dolenz MGM Singles Collection with some extras on it. I'm hoping to purchase one of those. And coming later in the fall, at least the 45. I don't know when the Micky Dolenz Live in 82 Japan album's coming out, but at least the 45 will come out in a limited quantity. So that'll be coming out, that 45 will be coming out in October, but the album, I don't know when that's coming out. So I give thumbs up, like I said, to both 7A releases of Bobby Hart, and I also thank Bobby for autographing this for me, and for the new Micky Dolenz Christian Nesmith Circa Link. Please go like every one of those on Facebook. Go like 7A on Facebook. Like I said, go like Christian Nesmith and Circa Link so you can keep up to date on all of those releases. But like I said, Paul, good old Psycho here, double thumbs up 7A once again. Another fantastic job that this label, everything that's come out so far has been stellar. The only thing I haven't gotten yet is the Micky Dolenz Peter Noon double CD Conversations. I haven't gotten to that one yet, but I have everything else that they've put out, and everything's been, like I said, stellar. You could tell that these are labors of love. Continue to do the great work you do, guys. And that's the end of this episode Remember, of course, to like me. Okay, like my Facebook page, Psycho's Platters. Go off, please, and subscribe to this channel, because I will be doing more reviews as they come along of not just 7A's material, but I have other things that are down the pipeline as well for other records and CDs. I try to shoot it to you straight, guys. You know what? Take care, God bless, rock on, and see you next time.